Hey, what up? It's Sai, and I have a battle here against Billy from the Rocket Game Corner. He accidentally broke Species Clause and brought 2 Zapdos, but, he realized that in the middle of the battle, so I didn't care. So, yeah. He sends out a Smeargle, and I send out my new Empoleon. He uses Trick, and he gives me his Choice Scarf, and he gets my Wattmill Berry. And I use Stealth Rock, and now I'm locked into that, so I switch into my Tangrowth, and he uses Spore. It puts me to sleep, and then he sets up Stealth Rocks. Then he switches into a Starmie, and I wake up, and I use Leech Seed. And then I get some health from him, which I had full HP anyway. He uses Hydro Pump, predicting I would switch. But, I'm a Grass type against a Water type, why would I switch? He gets a crit on the Hydro Pump, and I use, brings me down to about half. I use Energy Ball, and it's going to KO his Starmie. Then he sends out one of his Zapdos. And this is where the battle got so annoying. I had that one video where, I stalled with my Vaporeon. This is like my Vaporeon. He sets up a substitute, and I use Rock Slide to break the sub. And he has leftovers, and then he sets up another substitute. And here's another Rock Slide, and that's going to break his sub again. Yeah. Leftovers, and he uses Roost. And Rock Slide isn't, I think I actually get a crit on this Rock Slide, so, that's lucky. Yeah, there's the crit. And, yeah, he just goes back and forth between Substitute and Roost. But, I decided to use Morning Sun so I can, get something out of the stall. He uses Roost, and I don't know why I didn't predict that, and I go for another Rock Slide. And that's actually going to break his sub. Which I'm pretty grateful for, because I need to break all his subs here. Use another substitute. I use Energy Ball. I don't know why. I was so, it was all repetitive in my mind, so I was like, Energy Ball, and I use Energy Ball instead. But then he uses Toxic on me. And this is where, it gets really, really tricky. I use another Energy Ball on him to break the sub. And I get hurt by poison. Substitute, Rock Slide, breaks the sub. I should have used Leech Seed right here, or not right here, but when he uses Roost, I should have used Leech Seed, which I do later, but it's a lot later. This battle took half an hour. Thank God for Battle Recorder. Yeah, Roost again. I think I do Rock Slide again. I'm pretty sure I do. There we go. I use Leech Seed right there. There we go, yeah. Helps me out a little bit, but, not that much. It takes away more than Leftovers gives, so it's damaging him. So I don't want the poison to kill me next turn, so I go into my Empoleon, and he uses Substitute. Now, he's pretty low speed, but I still thought I would go first. So he uses Thunderbolt, and that's going to do a lot of damage to me. It's going to take me down to red. And I use Rock Slide. That's going to take out a sub. I have Rock Slide on a lot of guys, so yeah. Leech Seed gives me back a lot of health, but not enough to live another Thunderbolt. Excuse me. So he KOs my Empoleon. And yeah. Send out my Tangrowth. Then he withdraws and goes into a Smeargle. And I was like, alright, he can't use Spore on me. He's already set up Stealth Rocks. What else is he gonna do? So then I use Morning Sun and get some decent health back. He uses Destiny Bond, I guess because he has low defenses or something, but instead I use a Leech Seed, because I would like some health back. I get health back. And then he uses Trick again, and it's kind of pointless because I had a stone plate just for rock slide. It doesn't really do much for rock. It powers it up, but not by too much. If I'm using it on the Zapdos, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, I take advantage of that trick and use that energy ball, and that's going to KO his Smeargle. Then he sends the Zapdos back out, and, yeah, he uses Roost to send him down to red health. And I use Leech Seed because I knew he was going to Roost. So, then, yeah, get some health back from Leech Seed. Hurt by poison. This battle was so annoying. Use a substitute again. I use Rock Slide, it's going to break his sub. He gets the health back from leftovers, gets hurt by Leech Seed. And I was hoping he wouldn't be able to use a substitute, but he actually has enough HP to use substitute again, so I was like, no! He's going to Roost! So, I use Rock Slide and that breaks the sub. And he gets more health from leftovers. And then, from Leech Seed. And he's like almost dead. I think that's like, yeah, I think he said 2 hit points right there. So, I didn't want him to die. It's because I thought I was going to use Roost again, so I switched into my Metagross. But he was actually just going to go for the kill. And he uses Thunderbolt, and that brings my Metagross down to about half health. And I guess it's pretty good that I switched, because now he's going to die to Leech Seed. And I'm back in green health Metagross. And I still have time to choose a move. But, he's going to use Earthquake, and that is going to KO my Metagross, because Salamence is faster than Metagross, apparently. I mean, apparently, of course. So now I send him my Gabite. And, he's Choice Scarfed. And I was pretty sure, the Salamence, if I had Life Orb, that means it had some special attacks, so it couldn't have all been in speed. And I knew I could outspeed it. So, I used Dragon Rush, and that KOs his Salamence. Then he sends out a Dragonite, who's slower than Salamence, and his max speed still isn't higher than my speed with a Choice Scarf. So I KO his Dragonite. Then he sends out his other Zapdos, and, I'm not sure if I could outspeed it, so I switched into my Tangrowth to see what he would do. He used a Hidden Power, so I was assuming it was Hidden Power Ice. So now I switch into my Regigigas. I'm assuming this thing has high special attack, but it actually doesn't bring me below green. So I was like, for the win. So now I use Thunderbolt, and that's going to bring him down to low yellow. Excuse me. He uses Thunderbolt again. It's like Thunderbolt War. He brings me to red, and I use Thunderbolt on his Zapdos, and that is good game, Billy. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Rocket Game Corner. They need more active people on that chat. So I will see you next video, whenever that may be.